I want to be when I grow up? A teacher.
A teacher.
A nurse.
A basketball player. What do I want to be when I grow up? A paleontologist. An actress.
I just want my kids to have it as good as I did.
I just want my kids to have it better than I did.
I just want my kids to grow up happy.
We all want the same end product for our kids' education. How we ensure that they get there is something that we're passionate about. So when the latest thing touted to get us there comes about, we tend to take sides.
Common Core seems to be that current thing, so we at Imagine Hillsboro wanted to illustrate some of what Common Core is and isn't, so that you can be sure to be on the side that you want.
We don't have a side. We just want to help move forward with the best tools we've got and the most accurate information we have.
I'm against velociraptors because they murdered my grandfather. I'm in favor of ice cream because it saved the Idaho potato farmers from famine in 2004.
Common Core is a set of achievements in math and reading that describe what students at any given grade level should be able to do. This performance measure was born out of an international ranking of these subjects that found American students falling to a world ranking of nearly 30th. Our high school graduates are losing the competition for jobs and college spots. Aiming to improve that, many of our nation's governors and the Bill Gates Foundation set out to write these set of achievements or standards.
For example, one second grade math standard is skip count by 5s, 10s, and 100s. Mrs. Coleman then can come up with the methods to get her class to learn how to do this. In the room across the hall, Mrs. Brown may be tweaking that method to work for her specific group of kids, so that all students entering 3rd grade can know how to count by 5s, 10s, and 100s when they all get mixed up in Mrs. Youngless's class. Mrs. Youngless then doesn't have to spend time reteaching 10s to some kids and 5s to others. They all come in knowing it, including little Jimmy Jim, who just moved in this year from Champaign, or Minneapolis.
So does that mean that every sophomore in the U.S. has to read The Great Gatsby?
Yes, not because of Common Core, but because it's a wonderful book.
No, rising juniors just need to be able to compare events, ideas, and information from 2 or more texts.
So teachers in the Bronx can choose to have students compare books on the Statue of Liberty, while those in Nebraska choose biographies about Abraham Lincoln.
Hey, my anti-velociraptor murdering grandfather group just hit 100 likes. I don't think that means it's true.
So Common Core says what I should know how to do for my age.
And teachers and boards choose which textbooks and methods to teach it.
Right. If all our students are standing on the beach, the standards might say each child needs to be able to build a boat.
Can it be a sailboat?
And what about a pontoon?
Or a pirate? Arr!
Yes. The teacher, the community, or the kids pick which kind of boat and what tools to make it out of. Common Core says it just has to float.
So if Mr. Cunningham is teaching my kid to add 2 + 2 in a way that makes no sense,
then that's not Common Core. That's just the curriculum or type of boat that our school district or Mr. Cunningham chose, although that decision can sometimes be influenced by the state board as well.
And not always, but sometimes knowing confusing to adults doesn't mean wrong. I mean, if my great-great-grandpappy tried to use Google to convert kilograms to pounds, he'd probably be confused. But both Google and the Abacus can do math.
And count fingers.
And calculators.
So the more ways we are familiar with solving problems, the more adept problem solvers will be as we grow.
So what if floating a boat isn't good enough to get me into nursing school? What if I need to build a plane? Does that mean we should abandon Common Core?
That's the right question. That's what we're trying to figure out.
Or perhaps Common Core can simply adjust its standards over time as things progress.
So, does Common Core limit what the brainier students get to do?
No, schools and teachers are free to teach beyond the standards. We just must make sure that we at least teach our kids to the standards. And actually, the original Common Core standards were set with the intent of being at the higher end, up-to-date end of the spectrum.
I'm just here to learn and have fun.
I mean, at the end of school, I just want to be in the best position I can to be happy and get the life I want.
We're all in this together.
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 We're all in this together.
So if Common Core is the canoe to get us there, then give me a paddle.
And if that doesn't work, I'll hire men to come build a bridge.